dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, a Wayne County man is talking to us from jail after police say he tried to kill his own mother and grandmother. Police were called to a shooting at a trailer off Old US 90 in Monticello late Saturday night. That's where they say they found 50-year-old Audrey Jackson and 94-year-old Savannah Brock. Both had been shot. Audrey Jackson told police that Chase Jackson had shot them both. From jail, Jackson says another person did the shooting.
So as soon as I jump back inside, I'm running to my grandmother's room and get the keys. As soon as I get the keys, she's talking about your mom's been hit or whatever, and I'm like, come on, we gotta go, because I don't know if dude's gonna come back in.
Police say Chase Jackson was found walking along Kentucky 90. He is charged with attempted murder and assault. We'll have a more in-depth look at this story coming up tonight at 6. Some offices in the Letcher County Courthouse are now open. The courthouse was, of course, closed last Friday after District Judge Kevin Mullins was shot and killed. The judge executive, property valuation administrator, and county clerk's offices all reopened today. Officials with the county clerk's office say they will not be able to do out-of-state transfers or anything requiring inspections this week. Officials say the court proceedings are suspended until September 30th.
Well, we've been talking about this for the past few days, and now it is here. We are seeing some much needed rain and even some thunderstorm activity across portions of eastern Kentucky. This is the latest with live pinpoint Doppler radar, and we'll go ahead and pinpoint a couple of locations over towards the Monticello area in extreme southern Wayne County, Kentucky, seeing some thunderstorm activity. Same story south of the Pine Knot area. Over towards Manchester to the east of London, seeing some thunderstorm activity, and we have an ice thunderstorm just to the north and west of Hazard. So these are some cells that we'll be monitoring as we go into the next several minutes. And outside right now, you can see it is clouding up here in Hazard with temperatures in the 70s and 80s. We're at 77 in Manchester, Moorhead's at 79, mid 80s from Irvin down to Pikeville, low 80s in Grundy. Williamsburg is at 77, Manchester is at 77 as well. And we'll keep the temperatures in the mid 80s for the next few hours in Hazard. We'll go to 76 by the 9 o'clock hour. We'll keep the rain chance in play. Upper 60s as we go throughout the evening and overnight hours. So when you wake up in the morning, we'll see temperatures in the mid to upper 60s across the board. A mild start to your Tuesday, but temperatures will kind of even out to more seasonable weather, and we'll talk about that in the first alert forecast in a few minutes. Steve.
All right, thank you very much. A search for suspects is underway after a mass shooting outside a cigar lounge in Birmingham, Alabama. Police believe multiple shooters opened fire Saturday night, killing at least 4 people and wounding 17 others. CBS's Christian Benavidez is in Birmingham, where authorities are asking the public for information.
Chaos on the streets of Birmingham, Alabama, as multiple shooters opened fire outside a hookah lounge during what police are calling a targeted hit. At least 4 people were killed.
I am beyond blessed because even the doctor told me the bullet was millimeters away from my artery.
24-year-old Gabriel Islami was one of more than 20 people shot while waiting in line to enter the lounge. He was celebrating a high school reunion with friends.
All of a sudden, you just hear gunshots, and everybody just takes off running. Before I know it, I can't feel my leg, and I just fall to the ground. There's bodies laying out on the sidewalk. There's gun smoke covering the area. It's a nightmare.
What sort of injury did you have?
So I had a bullet enter me through my left buttocks, and it went straight through me out of my inner thigh.
Police say multiple shooters targeted one of the 4 people killed and fled in a vehicle.
We are still sifting through Crime Stoppers tips. We have received a significant number of those.
More than 100 shell casings were recovered from the scene. Police believe at least one weapon was outfitted with an illegal Glock switch, which allows a handgun to fire as fully automatic.
This is not the first quadruple homicide we've had in 2024.
Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin is fed up with the gun violence.
Do not tell me this is not solvable. Do not tell me this is only on the police assault. Elected officials, locally, statewide, and nationally have a duty to solve this American crisis.
Gabriel, that survivor that we spoke to, said that the shooting lasted just between 6 to 8 seconds. Officials said that the suspects meant to target just a single individual, and yet they indiscriminately opened fire on everyone who was here. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Birmingham, Alabama.
Police say 11 of the injured have been released from the hospital. The FBI and Crime Stoppers are each offering a $50,000 reward for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of a suspect. 3 weeks after a deadly school shooting, students and staff at Appalachia High School are being eased back into their daily routines. Today, the school welcomed those who are comfortable with returning to school to an open house. Classes resume tomorrow. School officials said there will be an increased law enforcement presence. Kansas police say a man shot his wife outside of an elementary school today. Authorities say the couple had just used a lift to drop their children off at school. Police say the husband shot his wife in the chest while they were in the street. The man then reportedly chased the woman when she tried to run into the school. There are no reports of injuries to students and staff. Despite all the recent shootings, and it seems like there's been so many locally and nationally, federal officials say murder rates are decreasing. New data from the FBI shows a dramatic drop in the number of murders, down nearly 12%. Of other crimes, rapes dropped by more than 9%, while reported hate crimes dropped by less than 1%. However, the number of reported vehicle thefts is up nearly 13%. The report used statistics from 16,000 law enforcement agencies across the country. Coming up on